when you start running a Facebook ad, the very first thing you have to do is you have to choose the campaign you want to use. So which one do you choose? And why is that so important? That's why we're going to talk about Facebook ad campaign objectives and which you should choose. So, as I said, whenever you're setting up that new ad campaign, the first thing you see is a screen that at the moment, and I realize it'll probably be different tomorrow because that's how Facebook works, it looks something like this. So choose a campaign objective, and your campaign objective is the business goal you hope to achieve by running your ads. So then what it's doing here is each one of these choices sends a different group of people to you from Facebook. It tells Facebook, what do you want us to optimize on? What do you want? How do we tell the difference between person A and person B? Which one should we send to your ad? All right. So let's go through each one of these and talk about them and talk about when you should choose them. All right. So the first one on that list is sales. So in the sales one, basically what you have a choice here is this is for when you want people to buy something from you. Now, I realize that eventually for virtually all of us, the objective is to make sales, but you're looking at for this particular ad, what am I trying to do? So if for this particular ad, I'm trying to get somebody to opt into my list, I'm not going to choose sales, even though, hey, I'm hoping that eventually they're going to buy something from me. This is basically, hey, I'm going to send them to a sales page. I'm going to send them to some kind of offer, and I'm looking for people who buy that and so end up on the thank you page for that offer. That's what you're looking for here when you choose sales. This is somebody who I'm rewarding. I'm looking for people who actually will end up on the thank you page because they pressed buy. All right. Next is leads. This is when you are looking to collect leads for your business or brand. In other words, you're looking to get people to opt into your list. So this totally makes sense. If I'm going to send them to an opt-in form, then I'm going to choose leads because I want somebody to click on the ad, land on that page, and then actually put their email in there, and so they land on the thank you page for having opted in. That's what you're trying to do, is optimize on people landing on that thank you page for having opted in. All right. Those first two are pretty obvious. Now we get into some a little less obvious ones. Engagement. So it's really important here to understand what engagement means in Facebook terms. So for Facebook, engagement means people who have liked, commented, shared, those kinds of things on the ad itself or possibly on the page that they are landing on. Okay. In many cases, you're not going to use this except when you are, and I'm going to show you a case in a little while of when you will want to use this. So keep that in mind. This is something I'm going to tell you about later on. Okay. Next is app promotion. So app promotion is basically getting people to sign up for an app on their cell phone. So if you don't have an app on the cell phone that you're actively going to be promoting people to, you're never going to use app promotion. Okay. So, but if you do, you'll want to study that. And if you're a person who that's your business, go study that because this can be a really valuable thing for you. The rest of us can just ignore it. Okay. Traffic is basically, hey, people click on the ad and they go to your page. That's it. That's all traffic is. In a minute, I'm going to talk about how traffic and awareness are the easiest way for Facebook to collect money from you because they don't really have to send anybody special. All they have to do is send people who are going to click on the link in your ad, which is one reason I almost never use this particular one. Next is awareness. Awareness is primarily for big brands. Okay, a big brand like Coca-Cola or Huggies or something like that, a brand that you probably can't buy directly from the company e-commerce from their webpage. So they're running ads. They're going to run a $20 million ad campaign on television this week, and they want to support it online. And so they're going to run Facebook ads. And so they're just looking for people to be aware of their company. Okay. This is the second place where it's easiest way for Facebook to earn money from you, because it really doesn't matter. All they're looking for is somebody to click on your ad. That's it. And so again, most of the time you're probably not going to use this. I'll tell you about a use case in a little bit when you might. Okay. So the campaign objective that you choose tells Facebook what you want them to focus on, to what we call optimize on. So 100 people. Of those 100 people, let's say 20 of them are willing to opt into your list. Well, Facebook's got all 100. Which of those 100 does it send? So if you want people to opt into your list, choose leads, because Facebook is then trying to find people who will opt in. So if you choose traffic, or if you choose awareness, Facebook won't care if they opt in or not. It will just try to find people who will click on the link in your ad. It has no way of knowing that you really care about people opting in. And so it's not going to try to optimize people who will opt in. In other words, whenever you choose traffic and awareness, very frankly, you're going to get junkier traffic. People who are less likely to convert, who are less likely to opt in, all of those things. Those are, can you tell, those are my least favorite of all the different options to choose. But if you want leads, choose leads. If you want sales, choose sales. Those two, leads and sales, should probably be your most used. If you follow me, you're the kind of person that's looking for a bigger list and bigger sales. Those are probably the things that you're probably going to use most often, because those are specific objectives. Facebook looks at the billions of people they have and says, who are the most likely to opt in? Who are the most likely to buy? Those are the people I'm going to send to this when Don advertises. Okay. So as I said, frankly, traffic and awareness are the easiest way for Facebook to spend your money, okay? Because they're only looking for people who are somewhat interested in your area, who are willing to click on the link in the ad. They don't care who they are. They don't care if they have any money. They don't care if they are likely to buy. They don't care if they're likely to opt in. It's a warm body who's shown some interest by clicking on a couple other links in ads. Okay, I'm going to send it to them. Wow, that was easy. Please send us more like that so that we can charge people more, so that we can make more. I'm convinced that a large portion of Facebook's annual revenue comes from people not understanding traffic and awareness. They say, hey, traffic and awareness, those are both good things. I want that. Not realizing that means they're going to get junkier traffic from Facebook as a result. So those two things are primarily designed for big brands who are running ads that they very frankly can't measure, because they don't know. When Coca-Cola runs an ad on television, they can't tell, did this person watch my ad, go to the store and buy Coca-Cola? They can't tell that. And so all they're trying to do is measure how many people saw my ad. That's why Facebook has traffic and awareness in that list, is primarily for the big brands and for foolish people who don't understand how ad campaigns work and just want more stuff. Again, there are exceptions. So let's look at some use cases. For use case one, get people to opt into your list. You're probably going to use leads. Now, if for some reason you cannot get leads as a campaign objective to work, what that probably means is your opt-in page is bad. Go work on that first. But if you've got that thing down where you totally believe that it should be working, maybe you go up to traffic or awareness and test a little bit and just see if they convert. But ideally, leads should do the job there, okay? Next, you want to sell your product or service. Hey, may I suggest you use the sales one? Okay. All right. Number 3, you want people to build a positive attitude about you before you sell them something. So let's say you're going to do a Jeff Walker style launch in a little bit. And so you want people to go watch some of your videos, maybe to go read some of your blog posts, maybe go to your homepage, learn more about you, develop this positive attitude. And then in a little bit, you're going to turn around and actually run a launch to them, run some ads to buy something. In those cases, you may want to use the awareness first or traffic second objective. Realize you're probably going to get junkier traffic as a result of this, but you'll get a whole bunch more people to recognize who you are and remember your name. Okay, now this one's important. If you want people to like or comment on your ad, why in the world would I want people to like or comment on my ad? Well, here's the thing. If you've got an ad that when people see that ad, they see there's 250 likes on it, there's 150 positive comments on the ad, and yes, people actually do that. What ends up happening is, number 1, that tells people, hey, maybe you should click on this ad. Number 2, it tells Facebook, hey, people like this ad, and so maybe I should show it to more people. So what ends up happening is your cost per conversion actually decreases when you get lots of people to like and comment positively on your ad. If you've got that kind of situation, you may want to run an engagement campaign, because that's what engagement is all about, is getting people to like, comment, share, those kinds of things on your ad and on the resulting page that they're going to. This is a somewhat rare case, but if you're running long-term ads, a long-term list building ad, a long-term e-commerce ads that's just going to run for months or years, you may want to run an engagement campaign against it to try to build that. Okay. Another use case, if you want people to view your video, so you've got a video that you've posted up on Facebook, you want people to watch that video, you can use engagement or awareness to do that. Okay, a number of use cases here, and there are different strategies. If something's not working for a specific thing like leads or sales, what we tend to do is we go up in the thing to awareness or traffic or possibly engagement to try to experiment, to try to see what's going on, to see what part, to just basically drive more people to it. So you can see the numbers on your funnel and you can figure out where it's not working. Sometimes you'll do that as a use case, is go up, because the easier the traffic and awareness, it's easier to get traffic to it. Okay, it's harder for Facebook to find somebody who's willing to opt in. And so it's going to cost you more to do that. Cheap traffic is up here, traffic and awareness. But the traffic that actually puts money on your bottom line is leads and sales. That's where you're going to want to be spending most of the time. Okay, ultimately, this is not a hard choice. It's going to be, for most of you who follow me, it's going to be usually leads or sales. But it's important. So it's not a hard choice, but it's an important choice because it tells Facebook who to send you and who not to send you. And if you make it wrong, you choose traffic or awareness when what you really want is leads or sales, you're going to spend a lot of money quickly without getting any real results that'll help you build your business. Okay, I hope this is clear. I hope this is a good explanation that will help you to make good choices as you do it. Let me know in the comments if you have any other questions. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.